Tyler here from Sauve Solutions Group. I want to talk to you about the relationship, the conflicts more so that it comes with sales. As some of you might know, I love writing, and in stories there are three main types of conflict: man versus self, man versus man, and man versus the environment. Those three conflicts also exist in the sales world. When you're looking at the agent or the salesperson, it is them versus the client. Right? What I mean by that is, what objections does the client have that's preventing you from taking it to the next level and closing the sale? Is it price? Is it convenience? Is it value? Is it the experience? Is it the timing? Lots of things, right? We often talk about those. There's lots of training with that, and we can definitely go over that at a later time. The other one is the client or the agent versus the environment. Right? So here's a great example with that I learned years ago is, if you're, say, sitting at a dinner table with your client and you're trying to explain something to them, and the kids are next door in the next room, and maybe they're watching TV, but they're not watching it quietly. They're being very loud, very rambunctious, and it's hard to have a conversation because you have these screaming children. If you yell at someone else's children, and some of you might have had some hair stand up when I say that, right? People are going to get their backs up. They're going to defend their children because, after all, they're the loves of their life. You're not. You're a salesperson, right? But if you lower your voice, become a little bit quieter, speak a little bit softer, then guess what? They're going to find it difficult to hear you, and they're going to tell their kids to be quiet, right? So you can control the environment secondhand, right? You can control the environment by letting them make the adjustment so that things work out. Obviously, when you're planning the arrangement, ask the time, especially if you phone somebody. Say, hey, is now a good time to talk? Are you busy, right? Are you driving? Are you doing anything else? Do I have your uninterrupted attention? That's another reason why I find video calls are better than phone calls, because you can see them. You have another level of their attention rather than just the phone, because you don't know what they're doing if they're on the phone, right? Maybe they're playing games because you're on a headset. Maybe they're doing and watching something else. Maybe they're driving a car, right? The environment can be impacting it. So when you're doing a video call, you can see them, you can keep that eye contact, and when they pick up the phone because there's something really important, you can pause, you can wait. You can let them deal with whatever it is in life that needs their attention, and that's okay. Don't try to push your way through, because it's not going to end well, right? So that's the man versus environment aspect. The other one is man versus self. This is a big one, right? There's a lot of salespeople out there who feel unworthy of the sale, that they feel like what they're offering, that they shouldn't be paid for, they shouldn't be compensated for, that there's just a lot of self-doubt. Right? Maybe I'm not good enough, right? Maybe I have the imposter syndrome, that somehow I'm faking it until I'm making it kind of idea, right? And that's where knowing yourself, knowing your emotions, how do you serve yourself, right? So that you feel worthy, right? I try to make a lot of posts on this. Yesterday I talked about in regards to your relationship with your emotions. This comes back to part of that as well, right? What is your relationship with yourself, and what conflicts lie there? Maybe you need therapy, maybe you need some insight, maybe you need some meditation. There's many different things to try to figure out what obstacles you're putting in front of yourself. You might have heard the expression of get out of your own way, right? All of that comes down to that third conflict. Anyways, wanted to just bring that up, talk about those, see what you guys think of that. So again, the three conflicts, right? Man versus man, right? You versus another. Man versus the environment, man versus self, right? The three kind of conflicts that are in stories absolutely applies to the sales environment. Anyways, hopefully that helps. If you have any thoughts on this, would love it if you commented below. Would love to have a conversation, of course, and I always appreciate when people are sharing my videos out there. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.